There are 7 amazing things that happen when you promote your music with Facebook and Instagram ads to a Spotify playlist. And in this video, I'm going to cover them because they are a complete game changer. I can't believe what has happened to my streams, my followers. It's just been a game changer. My name's Chris, also known as the artist Manafest. I've released over 13 albums. Here's a few of them here. They're all CDs. We've done vinyl, we've done USB keys, all kinds of crazy stuff. But I've been in this music game since 2001 was when I released my first EP. I have about 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. We've got about over 130 million streams there. 200 million are on their way. I can't wait to get that plaque. And we've been doing this challenge. This is, I think, day 23. Okay, so we're near the end. We only got 7 days left. But when you see what happens when you promote your music, it gets really exciting. Okay. And I just want to really jump into this. And before I do, I want to say this. Look, the difficult is what takes a little time. The impossible is what takes a little longer. And maybe you're in a situation where you're trying to get your music heard, you're trying to get it out there, and it's just not working for you yet. And I get it. I've been there. Okay. I've slept on the floors. I know what it's like to hear nothing, to get rejected, to have people, look you over and then chase something else. But I want to say you're closer than you think, right? And successful people fail the way to the top, okay? And this is the thing, you just got to fail faster. I remember Robert Kiyosaki saying that, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, is, look, you just got to fail faster. You got to make mistakes. You got to figure out what works and what doesn't. That's why we set up a lot of ads right away to figure out which ones work, which ones don't. We throw a lot of mud at the wall as far as promoting our music. Okay, we found something that works. Let's scale that thing. And that's what I've been doing on this challenge. And so there's 7 things that have happened, and I'm going to show you all of these today because it's a game changer on what has happened. And the first thing that happens when you promote your music with Facebook and Instagram ads is more fans hear your music. Imagine that. But that's like living the dream, man. It's like getting your music out there. I didn't make this new album just for me. I made it for people to hear. But remember, it's not the best song that wins. It's the best known song that wins. Okay? And of course, you're going to get more streams. And when you see how we cracked the algorithm today and what has actually happened, it's going to blow your mind. You're going to get more streams. You're going to get more followers on Meta, on Instagram, Facebook. Every time I open up this app, it says, when I open up Instagram, can look at it right now. Here, oh, where'd it go? Started following you from your reel. Started following you from your ad. Started following you from your ad. Started following you from your ad. These are like 5 hours ago. We're just getting more followers 24/7. While I'm recording this video, we're going to get more people following. I'm going to get more views. Okay. I'm leveraging my money to get back my time. All right. I'm leveraging other people's audiences to get back my time. I'm leveraging Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify so that my music can just be working for me 24/7. Okay. When I started this challenge, we had about 1,700 followers or saves on my playlist. I just checked it right now. And again, part of this challenge has been to run ads to my playlist. Okay. That's my Spotify profile. But if we click on this as Manafest playlist, I now have 2,189 saves. Okay. So we've jumped almost 500 followers on the playlist. All right. And they've listened to all the songs there, which is crazy. Okay. What you're going to see today is we triggered Spotify's algorithm on a whole other level today. Like we just went, I can't wait to show you this. Okay. So you trigger Spotify's algorithm. And as you'll see when I show you today, like there's streams that you buy, okay? And I'm buying streams legally. I'm not buying artificial streams. I'm buying real streams by taking my music and putting it in front of people, okay? Kind of like what I'm doing right now. But what I'm doing right now is organic. I'm not paying for this. In fact, YouTube is paying me for this live right now, right? This is organic content I'm putting out, right? But for my music, yes, I post organically. But what this whole challenge has been about paid. And it's just like forcing it out there. Why? Because I don't got time to wait, man. I ain't getting any younger. All right, I'm in my 40s. I might look like I'm in my 30s because I still skateboard and a lot of coconut oil, but I'm getting older. I ain't getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get my music out there, and I want a get rich quick scheme. I want a get more streams scheme. That word scheme just means schematic, just a plan so that I can get to my goals quicker. And this is the plan that I've been showing you for the last 30 days. Okay. And I'm implementing the plan right now. This is the 30-day challenge, not for you just to watch it, but for you to implement it. And then hopefully you'll come to my challenge in September. And if you got questions, we'll help you out. The next thing that this does, like at 1, 2, 3, 4, we're on number 5 now, is more Apple Shazams. Okay, my Apple Music streams have gone through the roof. Okay, more views on my music video of my song Help. And I think I'm going to show all of these today. More royalties. Hey, we all want to get more paid more, right? And remember, there's 2 royalties that are generated when someone streams or downloads your music. You want to make sure that you get that master royalty if you paid for the record, which DistroKid or TuneCore or CD Baby will just pay you directly. And then you have the publishing side of the royalty. So you have the master side and the publishing. Well, we're getting more of those every single second because I'm marketing and promoting my music. Now, you have complete control of the direction your life takes. You have complete control of the direction your music takes, okay? You can go to dinner. You can go get more coffee lattes. You can buy designer clothes. You can take vacations. You can spend your money on a lot of things, or you can invest in your dream. And what I like to say, look, if you don't invest in your dreams and start working on your dreams, you're always going to be hired to work on somebody else's dreams. And that's fine. It's good to be a good follower before you be a leader. But I'm telling you, if you don't keep working on your dream, even if it's at night or on the weekends, find those little extra moments to work on your dreams. If you don't do that, you'll always be employed by somebody else to work on their dreams. And I know you've got a big dream. And part of this challenge is always to inspire you to keep going for those dreams, because I know it's a God-given dream. I believe dreams are from God. You know, he's called us to something bigger. He's called us to be fruitful and multiply and take dominion, make an impact. He's called us to love people, make an impact. That's why I'm doing this challenge, right? And so what I want to do is I want to show you my Spotify for Artists dashboard, where we started with like barely any streams on this song, and now it's finally taking off on a whole other level. We got the most streams we ever had yesterday, and it's taken some time. And I could have wanted to quit. I kind of started to share the last 3 days. I started to get a little tired because I've been doing this every day. But look, I didn't just say I'm going to try to do a 30-day challenge. I said I'm going to do it. Okay? Whether I'm sick, whether I got the time or not, I'm going to make the time. You know, you can always say you don't have enough time. And for all you single people out there, you don't have enough time? Try being married. For all you people who don't have kids, try having kids. You don't have enough time? Are you freaking kidding me? You need to wake up. You need to smack you across the face and let you know, like, look, you ain't going to get more time than anybody else. We all have 24 hours in a day. It's what you do with that time that matters. I invest my time to get my time back. Okay. Just a little bit of tough love there. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Let me show you my Spotify for Artists dashboard. I hope this is inspiring. I'm going to click here. I'm going to click on home. Okay. 185 people listening to my song right now. That's very cool. My new song that just came out, Walking into Fire. This is cool. I want to show you this. Just came out, first day, 11,000 streams. We went down on Saturday as usual, 6,000. Of course, Sunday dips down, but look, Monday, boom, right back up, 5,000 streams. So I'm very thankful for that. Remember when we talked about, I got an editorial playlist, which I'm very thankful for. Thank you, Spotify, if you're watching this. I want to click on playlists. You can see this is the playlist I got about 4 days ago. But where did the streams come from? Okay. And man, the song hasn't even been out 7 days. Okay. So release radar, we got 17,000. The editorial playlist, 559. Look, your DJ, 345. Radio, 296. Okay. So we can see between radio and DJ, that's like another 600 streams plus that. So yeah, even those two playlists. So the editorial is the least amount of streams. Isn't that interesting? But the song I've really been promoting is my song Help. So let's do a search for my song Help. And let me click on Help. And again, look at this, baby. Look at that beautiful curve. So we started off at about 63 streams a day, went to 73, 92, 113, 140, all the way to 719. Then we dipped down on the weekend as we normally do. We shot up to 845. We dipped down to 668. We shot back up to 847. Then the weekend came, and Saturday and Sunday kind of were just like chilling. And then boom, 964. If we just had 36 more streams, we could have broken 1,000 streams. Come on, baby. Come on. So we've gotten 10,000 streams in the last 28 days. But you can see these days don't even count. Okay, like there's like nothing there. Okay, we want to be at least getting 100 streams a day, right? And now that we're getting like, let's just say we're getting 1,000 streams a day. If that starts to happen, that means I'll start getting 30,000 streams a month, man. That's what I'm talking about. And of course, we're getting more saves. I haven't even looked at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Boom. Woo. 155 in one day. I was excited when we were just starting to get like 100 saves. Okay, so people are saving it. What about playlist ads? Come on, come on. Woo. Okay, so we dipped up and we went down a little bit. That's okay. 90, 95. I'll take it. Is that the highest? What was this? 86. Okay, so we jumped up to 90, 95. Now, what I really want to show you, drum roll, please. Let's click on playlists. Now we're on the last 28 days. You can see I've driven the most streams here at 1,441. Okay, let's go the last 7 days. Ooh, hello, hello, hello. Still me. This is Manafest, but the last 7 days, 129 from radio and 73 from Discover Weekly. Discover Weekly just came on the scene. And I want to prove it to you because look, remember this number 73? Let's click last 24 hours. Boom. 69 streams came from Discover Weekly. 88 streams came from me. But wait, it gets better. 69 plus 38. Let's do some math here. 69 plus 38. 107 streams. So officially, and that doesn't include, this is Manafest because that's algorithmic too. So that's even more. So that's actually 122. So 122 streams a day are now coming from the algorithm. Okay. So not only did we trigger radio, yesterday we just triggered Discover Weekly. Do you realize what that means? Like that opens up so many more streams. And so I'm going to keep feeding this for the next, I'm going to commit to this challenge, right? But now Spotify's algorithm is really starting to show it out. So I believe that's going to take me to thousands of streams a day, right? I'm going to spend some more budget. I'm going to test some more ads, try some more ads, see what we can do to do some more damage. But now, like, I've done the work. I've hustled the streams. And Spotify, it's like we've woken the beast, right? Like we've woken the sleeping giant and said, okay, look, this song is doing good. And Spotify believes in it and knows that because look, the data backs it up. Like it's one thing. And this is why, like, and I want to say this, look, this is why some of you that like buy onto these playlists and stuff like that, and there's nothing wrong with getting onto playlists, but some of you buy these fake streams and all that stuff, and they're just listening to the song. They're not necessarily fans of it, right? Like the one thing I forgot to share here is like, not only am I getting followers every day, but I'm getting comments. This is some good swear word. Love your music too. Love that band. Just people leaving comments, just fire emojis. Imagine Dragons, ? Exclamation mark. So someone's saying I sound like Imagine Dragons, which I'll take that as a compliment, right? But I'm getting all these comments. And you got to understand, like, people are being won over. Like, like I say this on my 5-day Spotify challenge, which you got to come to it. But you can't buy fans. It has to be earned. I'm buying impressions. Okay. I'm putting my music in front of people, right? But the music has to win the hearts. Okay. Can't just buy, like I am buying streams, but I'm buying it by buying impressions. I'm getting my music out there, and then the music has to do the work. Good marketing will only make a bad song fail faster. All the strategies I teach you, you implement them. Sometimes it might come down to the song. The music might not be there. And for some of you, that's not the case. Your music is ready to go. It's actually crazy how good your music is, but the monthly listeners don't line up. Like someone who just joined my inner circle, the music like is amazing. Actually, all the people that joined this month, it's freaking killer. Okay. And it's like, dang, dude, you sound so good. Like let's market this, right? But for some of you, it's not time to market. It's time to go back into the studio and find a better producer. Someone who's going to produce your vocals. You need to develop more confidence in your singing, your performance, in your delivery of whether it's singing or rapping. It's just not there yet. And that's just going to come by getting the reps. The more reps, the more steps, you know? So that is just amazing. So what I wanted to say here is that, look, I've put my ad in front of people and it's working. And the signs are more comments, more followers, more streams. But what were some of the metrics here? Let's look at them. This is how we know if this is working or not. Let's go to the song overview. Okay, saves. If we ain't getting more saves, that's not really working. If we're not getting more playlist ads, it's not working. The streams per listener, they're listening to it 3 times. 3 times. And you see, when you just go and you get on a playlist, you just buy onto a playlist, you're not getting those playlist ads. Like, it's not the same. You're not getting the Apple Shazams, right? Like our Apple Shazams went through the roof. I gotta have to open up my email program for that, right? Let's look at YouTube. Let's see what YouTube's doing right now. And again, YouTube will go up the more impressions I get and the more money I spend. And this is kind of cool. I'll show you this from my music video. We did like a hybrid lyric video, which is pretty cool. Let's look at this. And I don't always get this, but this is great. Hopefully you can see this. So this is my new Walking into Fire official lyric video. So it's a 1 out of 10. So my last video at this time only had 3,300 views. This video has 4,000 views, which is awesome. And what's really cool is like I can see here YouTube saying, look, the views are up, the impressions through click-through rate. So it says, look, great news. People on YouTube are choosing to watch this video more often. And that's because of the thumbnail and the video is good. But this is really important, the average view duration. Okay. Most people are staying for at least 1 minute and 44 seconds, where the average is 125. So basically what YouTube is doing is they're saying people are watching this video, so we're going to share it out even more via what? Via the algorithm. You got to go watch yesterday's video about AI. That's what the algorithm is. It's AI. And so look at this. We started here and now just boom. Okay, we got more subscribers. We're starting to make some money off of it. But look at the views like every hour, 64 views, 53 views, 73 views, right? And it's just really like, this means it's firing. And so this is what's cool. It's like YouTube is showing my content to more people, which is awesome. So hopefully it still continues to crush. But let's take a look at help, because that's the main one that we've been promoting. But I just want to show you that. Let's click on analytics. Okay, so let's go the last 30 days. This is okay. There we go. Look at that. So we were getting like 11, 31, 25, shot up to 32, 42, 62, 61. So we did double. We did a nice double. And look, last 28 days, where's the highest amount of traffic? YouTube search. And we wonder why that is. Why do we think that is? It's because of the ads, because people are seeing the ads and they're getting converted. Okay, they're being converted. And that's what it comes down to. Like, are the ads, like, are they driving conversions? Is this working? I want to share a story where we spent $40,000 on an active rock campaign. And we hit the Billboard charts. I think we got like top 40, and all these radio stations started to add it. But I'm like, well, that's great, but where are the streams? Where are the views? Why aren't the streams going up? Like, not really seeing any impact. We're getting all these, radio spins. Like, what the heck's going on? And I found out that a lot of them were being, they were spins. And yes, they were playing the song, but they were titled, there's a little 3-letter word beside it that said OVN. And I asked my radio promoter, I'm like, well, what does OVN stand for? He's like, oh, that means overnight. So you got played in the overnight drive. I'm like, well, I don't want them. So what do you mean overnight? Well, that's normally between 1 and like 4 a.m. They're playing your song. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So I'm paying all this money for you to promote the song. And some of these radio stations want us to actually pay them in forms of, buy them a Sony PlayStation. Oh, or we need this banner for our promo, kind of like payola, right? Not all the stations, but some stations, a lot of stations still do this, unfortunately. It just makes me want to throw up. But we found out that it was only OVN overnight. And so, of course, there was no streams. And so you got to be careful when people are offering you these things and they're like, oh, well, you're going to, trend here, or this is going to happen, or we're going to, some of you guys are running YouTube views and you're getting all these views, but are you getting more subscribers? Are, what's it called? Where you earned views. And an earned view when you do YouTube ads is when someone watches your video and then YouTube can see in the last 7 days if they went and watched another video on your channel. Okay, if you aren't getting more earned views, you might be getting more views on your music video, right? But it's only because they're watching maybe 5 seconds of it or whatever seconds of it, and then they're clicking skip. And so you're getting views, but you're just getting vanity metrics. And that's not what this is. This ain't that, all right? I'm a real artist, just like you. I want people to hear my music. I'm not trying to tickle and I don't want like these fake numbers. Like, that's not going to make me sleep better. Oh, I got the numbers, like these vanity metrics. No, we want real fans. And give me some fire emojis in the chat. Let me know if like that's what you want. Put real fans. Leave a comment on this video. Real fans. I want real people to watch my music. I don't want bots. I don't want artificial streams. It's not going to grow a music career. So you've really got to measure what works and what doesn't. Okay. And so I've really just found that, like, look, running ads just freaking crushes it. Social media, like, we've had one post that got only like 6,000 views, just freaking crushed the needle for us. Okay. Just really moved the needle for us. And you better believe social media works. YouTube Shorts, TikToks, Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, trial Reels are just freaking incredible right now. I'm really pushing my inner circle members to do that. But I want to show you one more thing on YouTube. I know we've been very focused on what do you call it, on Spotify, but I want to show you something really neat here on YouTube. And let me just share my analytics here. So if you look on YouTube, I clicked on analytics and I want to just do my official channel right now. So, I'm getting whatever views, 27,000, and then we had the new song come out. So that jumped up to 32,000. It's probably because of Walking Into Fire, the new song, the new album, right? But let's take a look at other channels. And so this means other people using my music. And so again, this is kind of cool where there was a spike here where 48,000 views in one day, 5,000. But let's go the last 90 days. So what the heck happened here? So we're cruising along, getting like 25,000 streams a day. And then all of a sudden we're getting 42,000, 67,000, 110,000, 180,000, 443,000, all the way up to 827,000 views in one day. What the heck happened? Okay. And so what happened there is somebody used my song in their video. Okay, they used my song in their video and it got 800,000 plus views. You better believe that when you get something that goes viral, and I didn't even make the video, that impacted my Spotify. Okay, and it did. We saw numbers spike up. So you want to make sure that you're working on things that actually move the needle, that actually matter. Okay, and one thing that I do, and this is really cool here, on our new album, and this is where I kind of see what's happening and, are things working, gives me an idea of who's using my songs in their videos. I use this software called Song Stats. And if you click here, I can see my new album. It charted in Jamaica, which is dope on Apple there. Oh, the song did. And then this song did as well too, which is dope. I can see that people have added my songs to their playlists, which is rad. And I think I shared this when we charted in Ecuador. We charted in, I think it was Mexico. And then we also charted in Canada, okay, which is really, really rad. Now, all these strategies that I've taught you are in my book, Playlist Profits. Okay. It's in my book, Playlist Profits. You can get the master class too if you want the training, but this is the game changer. Okay. Chapter 1, types of Spotify playlists and why they matter. The playlist advantage, chapter 2. Chapter 3, building your playlist. Chapter 4, promoting your playlist for free. Chapter 5, promoting your playlist with meta ads. Chapter 6, triggering algorithmic playlists. Everything that I'm teaching you. Chapter 7, 2 case studies. The insane ripple effect of playlist ads. Chapter 8, turning your playlist into a paycheck, how to become a curator. Chapter 9, building momentum and amplifying social proof. Like, that's one of my favorite things, right? Is all the hundreds of comments and the shares. Let's just look at that. Okay, let me just pull that open because I think that's really important for you to see here. And what's the other chapter? Building momentum and amplifying social proof. Playlists are your evergreen promotion system. And of course, chapter 11, final tips and resources. Okay, so I wrote that for you. It's called Playlist Profits. Go get it on Amazon. Listen to the audio book, however you want to do it. But let me just open up this. I want to make sure you can see this. Let me share my screen, and then I'll let you guys go. I don't want to keep you too long today, but thanks for hanging out with me. I hope this has been helpful. But let's just say the last 30 days, we've reached 500,000 plus people. Okay. Let's take a look at the social proof on this ad today. What are we at? And this is just Facebook. Okay. We're at 89 shares, 33 comments, almost 2,000 likes. Okay. And so the more social proof I get on that, right? And of course, we want good social proof, right? You're going to get some haters, of course. There's always going to be haters. If you're not getting haters, you're not marketing and promoting your music hard enough. But this is the effect, the ripple effect that happens is all these different things. But again, like I said, I think yesterday, there's something really horrible that happens when you don't do these things. And unfortunately, that's nothing. Okay? It's nothing. And we want something to happen with your music. So I encourage you, go make a playlist, go add your songs to it, crank up some ads. If you need help, get our training or book a one-on-one or just come to the next Spotify challenge. We'd love to help you out. I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. Keep chasing that God-given dream and make sure you watch this video for what happens next.